doing alright. How about you? Welcome to the stream. Voila. Here we go. Let me know if the volume is good, because I'm testing out some new headphones and notification sound was like really loud through them. Oh, okay. We're still good. Thought my computer froze for a second. Yeah, it is past time for a new one. Yesterday my throat was better, but my body was heating up. Oh shit. Felt like a baked potato. Oh my god. I hope you're okay. How is your life in Hinamizawa? Or how is your taste of life in Hinamizawa? A curse or conspiracy? I believe you have fully enjoyed everything and everyone's seeming suspicious. Here at last, it is no surprise attack. Direct, but a real direct incident. Please enjoy it. Difficulty is lower than Onikakushi, but it is extremely vicious. Today I felt better? That's good. So yeah, this is our warning for the things to come. Didn't like that. I will not quench your thirst, for you seek the truth and could not accept that. I will not quench your thirst, for the truth you desire does not exist. But I still want to quench your thirst, for I am the one who cast you into the desert. This is the work of fiction, and God damn it. The early summer of the 58th year of the Showa era. That went by a little too fast for me. The chirping of birds served as my alarm clock. Huh? Wasn't today Sunday? Wasn't it basically my style to stay late on Saturday and sleep in through the morning on Sunday? Why was I waking up this disgustingly wholesome hour? Indeed, why? It's the weekend, man. Feel better, but last night couldn't sleep until 2 p.m. Had to take showers and watch some episodes of Kamen Rider. So is Calamity of Jane. Legend of Calamity Jane. Damn, well, that's gotta suck. Oh, that's what that is. Let me move this over to the right. I was wondering what that box was. Back to sleep. Back to sleep. Ring! Keiichi, are you awake? You have a phone call. At that moment, the sound of my mother calling me from downstairs finally registered. A phone call? I sprang up out of bed abruptly and stampeded noisily down the stairs. He's awake. I'll put him on right now, my mother informed the person on the other end of the line. Hello? It's me. Who might this be? For now, I'm going to talk about the 2 cards from the swap meet, plus 2 more from the Japan Pokemon webs. Okay. Morning, Keiichi-kun. You're such a sleepyhead. Such a sleepyhead. Oh, Rena. What's up calling me so early in the morning? I don't think it's so early. It's the middle of the day, you know. It was 11 o'clock. Guess you could loosely consider that the middle of the day. So, what's up? Hold on a second. I'll put Mi-chan on right on now. Ohayo, Keiichi-chan. If I were to say it in English, that'd be good morning. Alright, why don't you try saying it in Chinese, German, and Russian as well? Ni hao, Kei-chan. Guten Morgen, Kei-chan. Russian? Das Vidanya. How the hell should I know? I think Das Vidanya means goodbye. From Jungle, Jigglypuff, normal type with 60 HP. Well, whatever. This stupid conversation has woken me up. That's good to hear. So, Kei-chan, you free right now? If you're good, then we've got everybody. Everybody? Does she mean all the club members? Lullaby with 1 basic energy. Pound with does basic 20 damage with 2 basic energy. Sweet. That's right. You might be thinking, every day always ends in a huge competition, but at least I can spend my day off peacefully. You're too naive, Kei-chan. Yeah. The aim of our club is to find the best solution for every situation. In other words, I don't care if it's the weekend. Oh! So Kei-chan has come to understand our club. So, how about it? Can you come? I had absolutely nothing planned that day. If I were to refuse the club president Mion's invitation, what is there fun ways to pass the time what I have? Now it showed Jigglypuff on top of the tree singing with the musical notes around it. This was the first Jigglypuff we got in TCG. Sweet. It's not like I planned on doing anything. If I said no, you'd probably just declare me the loser by default and force a penalty on me anyways. I feel like I'm talking too loud. Gotta try to be mindful of my voice. If you understand that much, then you can't refuse, right? If you're okay with it, then meet at the usual place at 1 o'clock. We're going into town, so bring your bike, okay? Club activities in town? Well, we could do them anywhere. Besides, since it was a new venue, there was no way this was going to be intense. Oh, how sweet and naive. Oh, you sweet summer child. Sounds fine? Thank you. Okay. I just gotta have to, like, keep my volume in mind, because I don't want to disturb everybody in the house. I'm holding a pretty big grudge from that narrow loss a couple days ago. Say right now, I am not going to lose. A couple of days ago was Friday's at club activities. That uncompromising poker match. From Platinum, Trainer, Armor Fossil. Whoa. Oh, I love coffee. It was a fight to the death. Nobody held back. Nobody could tell who was in the lead or who was last until all the points were tallied. In the end, I won by only 1 chip. Have you played Phantom Morgana? I haven't, but unfortunately the series got spoiled for me, so I don't think I can play it on the channel because it would be more fun if I went to it blind. Well, welcome to the stream, let's see. Sahil Sharma. I hope I pronounced that right. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Mion came in second. Damn it! To think, if I hadn't squandered that one chip. Mion lamented. Oh dear, hang on a sec. Goodness. Hey! Hey! Just because the other two are barking doesn't mean you have to bark as well. Sorry about that. Let's see. Play Armor Fossil as if it were a basic Pokemon. Discounted as a knockout Pokemon. Armor Fossil can't be affected by any special conditions and can't retreat at any time during your turn. Before you attack, you may discard Armor Fossil from play. Oh, okay. Mia limited dust, perhaps more so than the fact she lost the match. Mion doesn't lose. That's why Mion only won when she let the champion's throne slip through her fingers. That's why she was more frustrated than anybody over a close loss. Pokebody, Armor Stone. Whenever Armor Fossil would be damaged by your opponent's attack, flip a coin. Until you get tails for each heads, reduce damage by 10. Whoa. That actually sounds pretty overpowered. If your luck's like really crazy that day. Welcome to the stream, Flash. How's it going? Now I show an Armor Fossil on a scan table with a green light shining on it. Cool. So, did you mean for today to be a grudge match? Bring it on! Just like last time, I'll shut you down and make you play that penalty game. Great thumbnail, thank you. I worked really hard on it. It was a little difficult because of the source material I had to work with. Make sure you play in a way that you won't regret it when you lose. Wouldn't have it any other way. It'll make it all the more better when I crush you. After that, we exchanged gears for a bit before hanging up the phone. That's the Japan cards? Sweet. As I head back upstairs hastily to get the key to my bike, I bumped into my mother as she was carrying a futon down. Oh, Keiichi, you seem like you're in a good mood. Heading out? Something like that. I'm going into town to play with everybody. Take care. Watch out for traffic. Gotcha. Be back before dinner. Yeah, I'll be back by then. Diglett, fighting type with 50 HP. Diglett. Yo, y'all remember those memes of like Diglett, of like a dude with a Diglett mask and he was like absolutely ripped? Peck does basic 10 damage with 1 fighting energy. After unlocking the chain for my bike in the garage, I reveled a bit in the resistance the slightly stiff pedal gave as I pushed on it. Alright, let's go. I set off on my bike, cutting through the refreshing morning air. What was that Queen song? I want to ride my bicycle. Keiichi-kun, you're late. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Where's Satoko and Rika-chan? Rather than meeting up with them here, it's a lot quicker just to meet up in town. Oh, I see. If I remember correctly, Rika-chan's and Satoko and Rika-chan's houses were on the other side past the school. Trip over does 20 plus damage with 1 fighting and basic energy. Yeah, I remember that meme along with the Pikachu face. Man, classic Pokemon came out with like some hilarious shots. Oh yeah, what's up with doing club activities in town? Can't be that everyone's going to put on masks and rob banks all day, is it? I wouldn't mind doing that. Even then, I wouldn't lose to you. You see, Mii-chan always tells me the routes and schedules of the armored bank cars. I wonder why. What? I even saw that one episode from Pokemon Indigo Elite with the infamous Joey donut meme. I mean, I get that kids in the early 2000s aren't gonna get what onigiri is, but like... that's still hilarious. What? Spun around with a serious look on my face and looked at Mion. Well, it certainly seems possible that Mion was capable of doing that. Seriously, Mion? But, Rena? What are you saying? Sorry, Mii-chan, sorry. The two of them joked around. The bright laughter was the best match for a beautiful day like today. I remember joking about robbing banks with my friends. Those friends ditched me later on. Did you know that Bronx voice actor is the same voice actor as Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't believe it. Well, actually, I can, because a lot of voice actors have like crazy ranges to their voices. What is it? Phil Lamar. He voices Samurai Jack, and he was also Bulby from Jimmy Neutron. He's done like a lot of other voice work. The range in his voice is amazing. Hey, you two. Satoko and Rika-chan are waiting for us, aren't they? Let's stop blowing around and get going. Around and around, fooling about like two fluttering butterflies, I earnestly wish I could just keep watching them like this. Honestly, it must take like an incredible amount of skill to be that good. But the 5 of us together would be absolutely more fun. That's right. Well, let's go. Well then, let's go. The goal is to plunder 1 billion. Once we split the loot, everybody scram. Yeah! Anyways, the artwork showed Diglett out of the ground staring at you with a pink and blue tube background. Aw, cute. Ah, shit, I didn't read that. Alright. Separated hardwood. Oh. The three of us on our bikes headed over the gently sloping hill towards town. Oh. Okay. Accelerating hard, we crested the hill. The view expanded as Okonomiya Station came into sight. I occasionally come to the station here. Considering the amount of effort it takes to get here, though, it's quite a hassle. That's why I didn't know much about the area around the station, or Okonomiya itself for that matter. The street we were headed down today was, of course, unfamiliar to me as well. In Japan, this card was first available as an unnumbered promotional card alongside the Doug Trio, and was included in copies of easily to understand how to play Pokemon cards, latest edition. Ooh, okay. The street we were headed down today was, of course, unfamiliar to me as well. Going through the railways crossing, we headed past the south end of the station. This is the first time I've been this way. Around here, there's lots of things like arcades and toy stores. Released in November 13th, 1998, it was later reprinted in the Japanese Pokemon web expansion using e-card series layout. Oh, sweet. Mii-chan knows a lot about it. So there's an arcade. I used to go to one pretty often. My gamer's blood roils within me. Interesting new pathway. Always going to an arcade? K-chan, you're quite the delinquent. Next time we're here, I'll show you where it is. It's a good one. There's quite a few machines. Seemed like the town of Okonomiya was beyond stomping grounds. If I asked her, she could tell me where a lot of things up. She can tell me a lot of things about it. Eventually, we came across a store with quite a few bikes parked in front of it. Was this the arcade? No, it was a smaller shop. Looking at the window display, it seemed like your everyday toy shop. The original print of this commonly known Bitaka Diglett. Bikata Diglett in reference what its publication it was available in, which can be translated as how to play. This card was featured as a promotional card in the game Pokemon TCG 2 for Game Boy Color. Sweet. Looking at the window display, it seemed like your everyday toy shop. But for almost 10 kids to be following in and out of the store, they were doing almost too well for themselves. Could be. That store is having some kind of event today. Exactly. Top prize is 50,000 yen. 50,000? What the heck is that? That's the GNP of the People's Republic of Keiichi 5 times over. What? Two key figures messing around about the front of the store noticed us and waved their hands. Hey Kuro, I'm in the shower. How are you? You're watching. Yeah, doing alright. How about you? Do you have like one of those shower speakers that you're playing the stream in, or what? Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. Hello everybody. We actually sell those kind of speakers at the store. Real handy little things. Hello everybody. We've been waiting for you. Good morning. Hey. Morning, Rika-chan. Satoko. We'll settle this before the cops get here. Goes to plunder 1 billion. Huh? Keiichi-san, I have no idea what you're talking about. Are we late? Did we keep you too late waiting? We finished early today, so we've been waiting a while. Phone claims to be water resistant. I'm testing that theory. Oh no. I salute you. Good luck to you, sir. Hitomli, fighting type with 50 HP. Ooh. Sorry about that. Kei-chan here was taking his sweet time. Well, if it was Keiichi's fault, it can be helped. Saying that, Rika-chan stretched up and began patting Minion's head. Hey, wait a minute. Are you solving everything by making me the bad guy? Of course. Who else but Keiichi-san could fill this important role? No, I almost did the laugh. No. Bad Kuro. Double kick does 30 times damage with 2 fighting energy. Oh, sweet. Got an image to keep. I don't like being cast like that. If you think that this will solve everything, you're sorely mistaken. I was feeling slightly irritated, so I began to repeatedly smack Satoko in the head. Smack, 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 smack. Whoa, oh. Made myself lightheaded there. I was repeatedly shaking my head and woo! And rolling kick does 30 damage with 2 fighting and 1 basic. Sweet. KK is bullying me! Ah! It's such a shame that Keiichi's bullying you. Lol, lots of smacking, dang. Oh yeah. Satoko's crying. She's crying. I'm taking her home. Your big sis is here to take care of the bad guy, okay? Oh, we got smacked. Albert Show hit Tomley in a cramped room with head on top of the roof and an open window. Oh, okay. Renan ecstatically wiped the tears, which were probably fake, from Satoko's face, while Rika-chan gently patted mine as I laid sprawl on the ground. Yes, this is fine. Yep. This is the way things are supposed to be solved. Although I think we should find a new punchline before we start losing teeth. Well then, upsy daisy. In any case, the greeting for today went well. Inside the toy shop, there were about 10 boys around the same age as me. Apparently they all knew Mion, and finding out that she had arrived, they greeted her with jeers, a few at a time. Mi-chan is a regular at this toy shop, so she has lots of friends. Regular at the toy shop? What's up with that? Hey Keiichi-san, take a look back here. In Japan, this card was first available as a glossy card on sheet 13 of the expansion sheet 2. It was reprinted as a non-glossy card in the Japanese Pokemon web expansion. Ooh, nice. Following Satoko's prompting look, there were chairs lined up at tables, almost like some sort of birthday party. I realized it immediately. It couldn't be. This is the venue for today's club activities? Surprise, Kei-chan? I'm good friends with the owner here. He sometimes lets me hold game tournaments to expand his customer base. Expand his customer base? I see. Meaning all the boys livening up the place were participants? That's right. Normally it's just us 5, but today we're gonna play with lots and lots of people. This card appears in the booster pack's legendary power in the game Pokemon TCG 2 for the Game Boy Color. Sweet. Rena was innocently happy about being able to play with so many people, but my expression grew notably stern. This is wild, yeah. Keiichi-san, I know exactly what you're thinking. Oh? Yo! Take a look back there, a relic from the past. God, I miss those days. Well, why don't you try saying it? Together. 1, 2. These are all enemies. Toku's voice and mind blended together in harmony. I actually want to take a look at the background here real quick. Oh my god, I think these are Magic the Gathering cards right here. This might be a Pokemon card. Ooh. I want a record. Yo, I collect records. I need to get some more. I like collecting records. Basically old antique stuff that people don't normally use anymore. I want to get. It's gonna be. I want to collect typewriters too and Polaroid cameras. My house is gonna be like full of old junk. I'm gonna become a hoarder if I start going at it in earnest. Really, yeah. We looked over at the participants. After all, the top prize was 50,000 yen. I didn't know you collect records? Oh yeah. I like to collect old stuff. I think my I haven't used my record player in a while, but I think it still works. Hey K-chan, looks like today will be fun. Well, no matter how many more rivals I have, the goal is still the same. Rivals? K-chan, do you think a whale keeps track of all the krill it eats? She said that in an unpleasant voice, laughing with the aggressive glint in her eyes, reserved solely for club activities. Damn it, Mion. She's as serious as she can get today. I'm not the only one who's serious. Take a look at Rika-chan. Mion pointed, looking at where her finger directed me. What the heck is that? Rika-chan was using those kinds of traits too often, soften up the group with an almost excessive pleasantness. That was a sentence. Same here. Me and my Nana, when she was alive, we would always go to many thrift stores and find old stuff. It's like a treasure trove. Thrift stores are like treasure troves. I'm also going to do my best. Go for it. Yay! Go for it. Yay! Completely emasculated, the group joined Rika-chan in a cheer. The inside of the store has been consumed by the world of Rika-chan. Damn, she's already chomping at the bit. Oh my god, she knows she's adorable and she weaponizes it. That's that's really dangerous. VHS, DVDs, toys, games, books. Yo, a while back, I actually did get, let's see, I think it's the, let me go get it. The original Beauty and the Beast. Madame de Villeneuve. I have no idea how to pronounce her last name. Her name. But yeah, since I'm researching old fairy tales, I picked up the original Beauty and the Beast. I also have like a thick collection of the Brothers Grimm fairy tales. It seems like today's going to be fun. I'm going to do my best. Seems that Rena was also unusually fired up by the large crowd. Remember getting both Tonka Monster Truck and PC along with a PC port of Toy Story 2? Buzz Lightyear to the rescue? Oh man, those old PC games were like absolutely insane. Yeah, this whole setting's like making me want to go on a nostalgic journey. Hopping about and running around, she entered entirely into cute mode. In Rena's case, the real fun starts when her attention gauge fills up. Her happy-go-lucky attitude belied the fact that this was the state in which she was the most threatening. Mion was making small talk with some of the regular customers she was acquainted with. It was like business as usual with her. Of course, if anybody thought that Mion looked ordinary, they were not qualified to be in our club. The shadow beneath her feet was exuding killer instinct, rising up with like a chill wind. Damn it, Mion. Don't away her honor and humanity like that. She's serious. Keiichi-san, didn't you know? The 50,000 yen prize is from Mion-san's own pockets. What? She was putting out the 50,000 yen all by herself? I got toys like Old Sesame Street, Big Bird, Jack in the Box, some Hot Wheels. Ooh. Sounds cool. Oh yeah, I had like a bunch of old Dalmatian toys from Okay, I thought my model froze. When 101 Dalmatians 2 came out, McDonald's had like a whole bunch of Dalmatian toys. And I had like a bunch of them somewhere. I don't know if somebody still has them or if they got sold. In that moment, the dark miasma that worked me on surroundings began to appear. Oh my god, she's evil! Evil! What is it, Kei-chan? Is there something on my face? Don't like that, none. Shivers crept up my spine. At Mion, cornering herself like that. She's pulling out the demon lurking within her. Fine with me. Damn it, my knees are shaking like crazy. Water gun shaped like a Gatling turret. Copy of both Jurassic Park and the Lost World Jurassic Park on VHS. Oh, sweet. Before I realized it, the store had filled up with even more people. However, it looks like their eyes weren't as confrontational. They were looks of expectation and curiosity. They were the eyes of onlookers who were wondering what kind of match was going to occur and who was going to win. Can't ask for a better stage than this. This is getting interesting. Keiichi-kun, let's do our best, okay? Do our best. Huh? Bab, direct rescue heroes? Ooh, nice. Rena was fully charged. Order laws and common sense held no power before the might of Rena in her cute mode. I definitely didn't want to fight her if possible. Rika-chan, do your best. We're all cheering you on. Okay, I'll do my best. Rika-chan, who was exuding way too much charm no matter how you looked at it, had already won over most of the onlookers to her side. Nonchalantly avoiding things that always been Rika Chan's creed, but for her to be so blatantly laying out her machinations like this, something was definitely strange. Like, granted, she was somebody who I didn't want to fight if I could help it. Of course, the one who you don't want to fight the most is San. I'm really lucky to even leave alive more than a few times at the end of club activities, but I don't think there was a day that even came close to being this dangerous. Yeah, Sam seems to have developed quite the grudge after losing that poker match a few days back, you know. Seems that way. In other words, today is just an elaborate stage for her revenge. Almost as though she was psychic, Mion turned towards us. Her eyes silently conveyed the message. You guys just figured that out now? Wasn't just Mion. Both Rena and Rika Chan were more pumped than they've ever been. Remember getting an Animorphs bookmarker for free? Oh, nice. That is awesome. Oh, my throat. Hey, Carrion, welcome to the stream. How are you? Yeah. One's gonna pop up today. Without a doubt, there will be casualties. Seems somehow Keiichi, San, and I are the only ones left. What do you think? Should we not have our match during the opening round? Might as well. I need to warm up before I can really kick it into gear. My spinal column shuddered as if it had been struck by a bolt of lightning. Like a pillar of ice was being jammed into it, began to freeze. I can almost see the flames blacklighting Satoko with their intensity. Even then, while Satoko was displaying a normal smile, it was cold and inhuman, as if it were a plastic mask. Heh, you must really want to eliminate me in the opening round. Can't hide that murderous intent. Oh, that's too bad. You're being uncharacteristically cautious today, Keiichi-san. Imagine zombies with golden blood. Don't forget to drink. Thank you. Without a doubt, it was a trap. It's a trap! I don't know what she had up her sleeve, but if I fought with Satoko during the opening round, my loss will be much more certain than if I went against Mion. Pitch black miasma permeated the inside of the store. Did they all want to win that 50,000 yen prize that much? No, that's not right. The only ones competing for the prize money were casual participants. That was different. I had mistaken this as just a way to fool around on a normal Sunday. It didn't matter when it was or where it was, or who our opponents were. In our club, the goal was to always is always the very top of the mountain. Tense flames that no strong winds could extinguish, hot enough to melt away any steel, began to burn inside me. Fuse been lit upon this unprecedentedly intense club battle. It was then that the owner of the store told me in the lackadaisical voice that it was about time to begin. Is everybody ready? Listen close now. Mion began with the formalities, standing in for the owner and explained the rules for today's tournament. You're only playing to win. There's no second or third place. That's the same rule as our club. There are 15 people participating. We're to split up into 5 groups via a draw, and each group would have one winner. Each winner in the first stage would advance to the next in order to compete in the final. As for how each group will compete, each table can decide to play whatever games they want. As long as the game is here in the shop, anything goes. Already in club mode DEFCON 1, and I didn't let the small gap in the rules go unnoticed. Once in a while, you guys play Chrono Trigger? This is gonna be a bloodbath, absolutely. I've seen other people play Chrono Trigger. It looks like fun. Mion, can I ask a question? When everybody pushed to play a game they're good at and not be able to agree on which one? Oh, that's right. If we can't decide, we can't start. Spectators also nodded along. It's only natural. It wasn't anybody who would simply cede on to their opponent's suggestion. I'd prefer if you are a good sports and manage to come to a decision on your own, but if it comes to a stalemate, should we have the store owners decide for you? It was an event at the toy store after all. You'd expect the owner to referee. Okay. After that, Mion's rundown continued. It ended with the rule that any losing participant would have to buy the game they lost at. Rather nice proposition for the store. I'm gonna take my jacket off real quick. Looks like everything is fine. First, we used a draw to split into 5 groups. Everybody lined up into a single file and began to draw tickets that shop owner had prepared. It was my turn. Alright, time to draw. No matter who I was up against, I'd crush him. At that moment, Mion began to laugh with a hawkish gleam in her eye. Of course, I'm sure you already know, but club members will have a separate penalty game than casual participants. I thought as much. Baba Booey! What's the gist of it? The winner gets to give the losers 1 order each. Contrary to how simple it sounded, it was a terrifying eventuality, the subject of which no one could predict. Damn you, Mion. Is she really planning on parading me around humans out in cat ears and a banana? I'm not reading that. The look on Mion's face told me she wasn't going to let me off that easy. On top of that, this time it wasn't just the person who finished last who would have to submit to the penalty game. Losers get 1 order each. In other words, if you don't finish last, you have to do a penalty game. Even if you don't finish last, I'm sorry. That'd be the case. What about if there's no winner? Like, if all the club members drop out midway through? Okay, Chan, are you all right in the head? What the heck? Oh yeah, these kids are nuts. What? Look in Mion's eye became that of a lion bearing its fangs. How exactly are the elite members of our club going to lose to some Yuling newborns? K-chan, don't embarrass me by getting eliminated in the first round. Even so, I didn't feel threatened. The more into it my opponent was, the stronger I would become. You just wait and see. I won't just sit here and be bullied by you, Mion. I'll show you. We shall meet in the finals. The finals! The results of the draw were enough to make you cry conspiracy. Other members of the club were nicely divvied up amongst the 5 tables. How did this happen when the draw was that random? The thought that I was already caught in Mion's puppet strings made me feel uneasy. That was fine though. I'll crush all your petty tricks. Now, where were my opponents? Everybody was headed to the table corresponding to the number on their ticket. Competition at my table was these two. Huh? Hello. Oh, thank you for subscribing. They look younger than me. Huh? Aren't you two classmates of mine? Oh, hi. I'm Tomata. This is Okamura. Okamura-kun greeted me by nodding his head. So my opening round be against my juniors from school. Just saying, it seems like a pretty easy matchup. Lucky. Time to destroy them without mercy. Right then, everybody. Please decide on your games and start. With Mion's declaration, the inside of the store suddenly became lively. Everybody was yelling their favorite games at each other, trying to gain the advantage before they started. Me and my two classmates, who seemed taciturn at the first glance, began to fiercely insist on their own games as soon as the signal was given. Of course, I would kick those suggestions aside. There's absolutely no reason to pick a game your opponent was good at. Sorry, they're all games I don't know. Could you pick something a little more well-known? Of course, they didn't agree on to the games I suggested either. Could only smirk bitterly. Naturally, after 5 minutes, this table still couldn't agree on a game. Obeying the rules, we asked the store owner to decide on the game. Clearing his throat, the shop owner brought over a board game from the back of the store. It's a game called Billionaire. Quite the vintage we have here. Come to think of it, if you lose, you have to buy this game. Damn shop owner. He was using this competition to get rid of all the games he couldn't... Was he using this competition to get rid of all the games he couldn't sell? I know this one. You guys do too, right? Spin the wheel and you head to the goal. Whoever has the most money after we liquidate our assets is the winner. The two nodded in agreement, and finally the game was underway. At the time, I already had a feeling of impending crisis. I wouldn't realize until the game progressed until the game progressed a bit. Sounds interesting and devious, absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4. Celebrate the birth of your child. Receive 5,000 from everybody. Sorry. Okay, I've built a bit of a lead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, is this supposed to be the game of life? Pretty much. Bonus! Receive 100,000 from the bank. What? Tables were turned in an instant. 1, 2, 3. Proceed to the corporate ladder course. Oh, that's a good route. Seems like only my piece was landing on the steady spaces. I had doubts as to why Mion didn't bring out board games for club activities, but that reason was laid bare to me before my eyes. That's right. I had only realized it now. This game was completely based on luck. What could I possibly do to make sure I ended up in first place at the end? The ultimate outcome of this game was decided in a place beyond human hands. Yep, this is life. How were the other club members doing? My eyes naturally wandered off to the other tables. Mion's table was... What? They weren't doing anything. Had they still not decided on a game? That's a naive idea. It existed to distract me from the most frightening possibility. Mia was lounging about, leisurely holding some juice she brought from the vending machine outside in one hand. When our eyes met, she gave me a look of ease. Japanese metal? Oh yeah, I just listened to the band that you showed me earlier. It was awesome. Couldn't be. She already finished? What game was it? That easily? It was probably too late to be concerned with that at this point. Only 5 minutes since we started and her two opponents were already beyond recourse. They were sitting there, slumped over in disappointment, muttering to themselves, trying to figure out where they went wrong. For that, they had no answer. They'd find no answer. Sorry. Was there any reason for their defeat other than they sat at the same table as Mion? Then what about Rena's table? The spectators were causing quite a commotion. Looked like their game was Karuta. Shop owner was apparently the one reading out the cards. Rena tended to dawdle along and space out a lot. Wouldn't she have had a hard time with this game? As it bans his rolls of Psy. That rolls of Psy. Oh, sweet. I gotta start listening to more metal songs. And I'll read it out. The dog gets tired on a walk. Bam! At the same instant, the shop owner began sounding out the words. Who's that outside my door? The card in question disappeared off the face of the table. No, face of the earth. Impossible. Where did it go? It was against Rena's cheek. She was rubbing it there. Ah, so cute. I'm taking it home. Looking at the card Rena was rubbing against her cheek, it was some anime-themed version of Karuta. It was rather more cute illustrations decorating cards. Basically, it was a picture of a pretty dog girl with a slightly large chest, panting and half in tears as she was being pulled along on a chain. What the fuck? Those types of pictures, even I would play with godlike speed. For all people to play that game, it had to be Rena. It was entirely possible that her fingertips were on the verge of breaking the sound barrier. I was watching a vid on Mice earlier. Ooh. Looks like one of those Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. Yeah. It's over. Mion smiled coolly, seeing no further reason to keep watching. Then she turned back. So cute. So cute. Even if Rena wins, I'll still buy these cards. I'm taking them home. Ah. After that, the second card started being read out. Bam! Bam! Such decisive sounds echoed. Well then, how about Satoko? Oh, she was playing a rather orthodox game. Concentration. Judging from the distressed look on Satoko's face, it seemed like she was struggling somehow. One of the main characteristics of concentration was that the pace of the game speeds up as it goes on. As the number of cards to memorize decrease, it becomes easier to match several pairs in a row. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that the first person to take over the flow of the match can run away as the winner. The cards still in play had decreased. To memorize the cards that have been turned over before, you should have a good chance to sweep the table at this point. Satoko probably knew the positions of all the remaining cards. However, her turn came a little too late. Her opponent followed up, and the match would be decided. Oh Joe, I'm sorry, but I'm aiming for the prize money. Don't hate me for this. This guy, did he have the locations of the remaining cards memorized? He was completely certain of his victory. The tension on his face relaxed. Huh. It's over. I whispered in a bored manner as I turned my attention back to my own game. I spun the wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what? No way. The Ace of Hearts should have been here. There was a commotion at Satoka's table as a shout rang out. The other two at my table turned in surprise. I didn't. After all, there really wasn't anything to be surprised about. The onlookers were confounded, most of them certain that the Ace of Hearts should have been there. There was no way. I must be seeing things. It must have been because I was excited. So assured in his victory, the distress over his defeat ran deep. That's how it is. If his opponent wasn't Satoko, then the Ace of Hearts certainly would have been there. Oh, she cheated. Cheat! Cheat! What a fool. When you're up against Satoko, you can't let your guard down for a moment until the battle is over. Keiichi-san, you still haven't finished your match? You have no sense for these things. With a refined tone of voice reserved for only winners, Satoko cut out to me. As a casual observer, it must have looked like she was only egged out on a victory. But in my point of view, however, she was only playing around. The roles of the winner and the loser had already been decided. It was nothing more than child's play. Whew. Oh, I forgot. I have to pin something here. And that. Salute. I salute you, sir. Nice work there. Setting up a farce of a trap with the Ace of Hearts. My opponent only walked into one of my traps. Even then, one was more than enough. Satoko was a trapper. Her true talent was never having one misfire. Setting up only one trap was more than enough. Ain't that cool? The fact that the other club members were winning one after another with their own brand of play only added to my impatience and my own lack of progress. Oh, right. How was Rika-chan doing? How was our club's sly little fox doing? What the heck is that? Over in that corner, the mood at that table was decidedly different from the others. The game at Rika's table was... You know that battery... Oh, excuse me. You know that battery-powered fishing game? The one where fish opened and closed their mouths as they rotated on the platform, and you use a magnet fishing rod to pick them up? That old thing? I remember it. Do you guys remember it? If you do, then you're old. God, it sucks to be old. Listen to the music for this. There's a little bit of a steel drum in there. At least it sounds like it. It seemed that they planned on competing by seeing who could catch the most fish, but it became an atmosphere you can almost call competitive. Enjoy your fishing? Fish! Wow, I caught one! You're so good, Rika-chan. You're so good at this. Oh my, she caught another one. Rika-chan is really good at this. I knew Rika-chan had already charmed her opponents along with the onlookers before the matches had even begun, but brilliantly played. That corner had become an informational meeting of the Rika Furude fan club. Informal. Well played. Yeah, she knows she's adorable and she is fully weaponizing it. It's Rika-chan's total victory. Total victory. Rika-chan's good at fishing, isn't she? What Rika-chan is trolling for probably isn't fish. Hearing that, she glanced over my way briefly. This is my way of getting serious. That's what I heard. This is a masterful technique that only Rika is allowed. Only Rika can do. Yeah, masterful technique. Higurashi, it's your turn. Oh, sorry. Yes, it is. 1, 2. Fine for tax evasion. Pay $50,000. In contrast to my game, what an unseemly situation this was. Noticing the uneasiness creeping across my face, my companions came to see how I was doing. Huh? Keiichi-kun, could it be that you're struggling? You're struggling? Oh, Okamura. Right now, how much money do you have? Okamura, who had just wrung lots of money out of the elite course, began to count through the stacks of white $100,000 bills. About 980,000, I guess. How much money do you have, Tomata? Ah, I have 880,000. 880,000. Shit. I'm so close enough to turn this around. Those two looked like they would easily surpass $1 million. Well, okay, Chan, how much do you have? Mion's tone was grim from the get-go. It was her disappointment and disgust as club president. It can't be helped. There's no strategy involved other than spinning the wheel in this game. How am I supposed to cheat? Tell those two to close your eyes and count to 100 while I rig the wheel? No, there's no way I can do that. Rika-chan gently patted my head. Still, she wasn't too happy. How pathetic. At one point, I thought you'd be a worthy adversary. I've been utterly disillusioned. Don't give up, Keiichi-kun. There has to be some way to make a comeback. Do your best. Right till the end. Like I said, how am I supposed to make a comeback when this game is relying entirely on luck? Right, Mion? Mion's face, however, was almost unbelievably indifferent, like she was watching something completely unexciting. Since her back was turned oh, fuck. Damn it. She then turned her back without saying a word. Hey, me. There was a pathetic voice that irked even myself. I'm disappointed. Everybody was serious about this, but Kei-chan was the only one who wasn't. What do you mean by serious? Are you telling me to control the spinner through sheer force of will? How can I do that? If you were serious about this, you would have settled this game 10 seconds ago from when you started. 10 seconds from when you started. Me-chan, you don't have to get so angry. Wait. Mion, in a bad mood, cast me aside and disappeared into the depths of the shop. Maybe it was because it had become an awkward situation, but spectators dispersed from my table. Damn it. Are you saying I'm not serious about this? Are you saying if I were serious, I would have settled this game of chance 10 seconds? In 10 seconds? If I were serious. Everybody was praying for my victory. They believed in me. Did I betray their expectations? Was it because I wasn't serious? Ugh. Should we continue the game? The two of them were timidly trying to resume play. I didn't respond to that. The table sunk into silence. My Barakun, should I take it that to mean you're giving up? The owner, thinking I was forfeiting, started to announce the cancellation of the game. At that moment, the demon inside me let loose a howl and awakened. I get it now, Mion. What it means for me to be serious. I'll show you. Snap. Clamped my hands on their shoulders, speaking in a low voice and after pulling them closer. I don't want to read this next bit. You guys can pause and read it, but yeah. Tomata-kun, Okamura-kun. Let's make a deal. Let me win. Two of them, not immediately understanding what I just said, the meaning or the meaning behind it, were momentarily confused. Hey, my Bar-san, no violence. Let's settle this game properly. Just listen to what I have to say. What does you guys want? The 50,000 yen prize? Well, of course. Winning that kind of money is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Even supposing you win, what are you going to do with that money? How are you going to enjoy it? Two of them considered it briefly. Buy a new game or something? I have a title for the Golden Blood zombie story, soaked in golden blood. Yo, that sounds metal. Awesome, Carrion. Snacks? Maybe some juice? That's petty. So petty. Are you guys stupid? Then how would you enjoy it if you win, my Bar-san? Me? That's the point. Just shut up and listen to what I have to say. We club members have a penalty game separate from the casual participants. If we lose, we have to obey a single command from the winner. From another point of view, the winner earns the prize of being able to order the other club members around. First of all, Tomata-kun, yeah, I'm never gonna read this next bit. I'll try to slow down a bit so you guys will be able to read it. Hi, Inochi, you're popping in at a very interesting time. How's it going? Yeah, I'm not gonna read this bit because, yeah. He is really sewing this pitch. Did I ever have a mentor who ever spoke my mind for me so strongly? Never. There's no way that ever was. Goodness. It's fine then. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Game over! It was such an assertive declaration of the game ending that everybody in the store turned and looked. It had been less than 3 minutes since I was on the verge of forfeit. All the spectators were certain of my loss. K-chan, what happened? Who won? It was my complete victory. What did you say? Exactly how did you overcome that situation? How are you doing though, Inochi? You just had a stream, right? How was it? There's no need to explain what happened. It was a gentleman's agreement. Right, guys? I feel absolutely disgusted. Yes, sir. Two of them stifling their tears of gratitude answered strongly from the bottom of their hearts. Exactly what kind of miracle occurred here during those 3 minutes? The spectators looked away from my outer disadvantage. You did it! You did it, Keiichi-kun! Yay! Spectators are puzzled at how I was able to quickly overcome that hopeless situation. That guy, is he able to control the spin of the wheel with his eyes or something? It's a miracle. What devilry is this? He's in cahoots with that Mion, you know. No doubt he has some strange trick up his sleeve. We're in cahoots! We're partners in crime! Oh shit, I didn't read that last part. I looked at the crowd who couldn't help but be excited out of the corner of my eye. Now fully awakened in battle mode, I let out a derisive laugh. So this is what it means for me to be serious, Mion. You took your sweet time. Baring our fangs at each other, we'd laugh together in the most unsightly fashion. With this, all the club members have cleared the first round then. Which means next time, it's a match against everybody. A match. I've already decided what I'm going to buy with the prize money. That's only natural, right? Soko and Rena sneered at each other. These guys. Do they really think they can win against Keiichi in my bar when he gets serious? Mion? That was a mistake. Shouldn't have offered me advice just now. What a mewling newborn you are. You're a million light years too early to think you can win against me. Mion, light years are measures of distance. Oh, she's embarrassed. She's embarrassed. What are we doing, Mi-chan? Why are the 5 of us going to face off? How? Well now, we have such a splendid lineup. It would be a waste to rush things. Mi is always saying something complicated again. Mi is saying something complicated again. It couldn't be. Why you? Why I oughta? Mion's hair flowed elegantly, almost like a cape as she turned her back to the table. As for today's contest, I, Club President Mion Sonozaki, will reserve judgment for now. I'm gonna head out. Okay, Carrie, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good night. The method and time are yet to undecided. The more spectators, the better. Should be in front of everybody from Himazawa to in Okonomiya. By then, we'll know the best way to finally settle things. Are you running away from this? This is too unfair, even for you, Mion-san. You still not realize what has happened? Combative aura billowing out of Mion's body forms a barrier stopping Toko's advance. We'll meet again. Prepare yourselves for your inevitable defeats. With a shrill laugh, Mion left the store. After a moment of silence, the crowd erupted into cheers. When it was they resumed the contest, Mion's serious. The other members did great too. That new guy, Maibara, he's got some strange power. He turned the tables in an instant. Maibara-san, forgot to win. Yeah, I'll dunk someone like Mion head first into the river Styx for ya. The part of the crowd that had apparently overheard the comment between Okuma and myself erupted into a cheer again. Mion is going to win anyways. She's the undefeated empress. I'm betting on Mion. No, it's going to be Rena with that ungodly speed. Toko the trap artist. Rika the siren. Maybe a long shot, but it'll be Maibara. However, right now, I had no ear for those cheerful voices. Setting the stage for this huge match and running away like that, I was going to forgive Mion. Outside the store, Mion was getting on her bike as the shop owner was seeing her off. Don't run away, Mion. If you're the club president, don't run. Fight me! Oh, sorry, Kei-chan. Right now, I've got to get to my part-time job. Huh? Like you would see in a sketch comedy show, my legs slipped in opposite directions until I was doing splits. Yeah, while you were playing your game, Mi-chan received a phone call. It's too bad. It was just getting good too. Not our lucky day. They're getting crushed at the sale over at my uncle's store, so they don't have enough people to work the register, so he called me for help. You say your uncle, does he manage the supermarket or something? It's just a small store, but whenever you put stuff on special, all the housewives swarm like locusts. Don't they have any common sense? Even though they don't have enough staff, they're selling a carton of eggs for 10 yen. Limit 1 per customer. I was a little surprised. You would never think that this was the club president exuding such dark aura inside the store just a short time ago. It was usual Mion right now, almost exasperatingly so. My shoulders slumped. That's right. Club mode was over now. But it really was heated today. Really was fun. Damn, Mion, she knows how to fire people up. Me too. I got so fired up my head started to tingle. Especially Kei-chan. That was scary. I thought he was going to eat me alive there. It's work, so I guess there's nothing you can do but it really is too bad. I really want to continue this some other time. Anytime is good. How about we do it at the Watanagashi Festival? The cotton drifting 5-demon firefight? That's right. I'll think about it. Right now, what were Rika and Chan and Mia talking about? Watanagashi Festival? Cotton drifting? 5-demon what? I love it when things turn out all over the top and manga-like. It'd be nice if we could have another throwing club activity like this soon. She laughed with a smile that made you feel refreshed just looking at it. At that moment, the shop owner came out carrying a paper bag. I wonder what it is. Is he giving it out to us? Thank you everybody for today. Thanks to you, the event went really well. It's not much, but here's a little something for you guys. Hey, Uncle Yoshiru. Is there a little something for me too? My. Quite the adorable one, is it not? As Atoka and Rika opened up the bag, there were cute little stuffed animals inside. Yay, we got prizes! Wow, they're so cute! Can I take them home? I really can? Which means there's something for me too? Oh, I got a pretty adorable one. There's a stuffed toy wearing a beautiful dress. One you'd use to play house. Rena's eyes were glued to my stuffed doll. Satoka was the same, man. Rika-chan too? Oh, they're all after it. Kei-chan got the one that fits him the least. How do I say this? I could say it's pretty cute. Pretty, or cute. Well, I guess it's cute and pretty. I can admit it's adorable, but a doll with changeable clothes is eh. If you walked around with it, then you'd be treated like a weirdo starting tomorrow. Definitely. Mion didn't have to go that far. This wasn't something a guy like me should be carrying around. Mion was the only one who hadn't received a present, so I thought about giving it to her. However, after briefly considering it, I gave it to Rena instead. Huh? You're giving it to me? To Rena? Thank you! Just protect myself. If I didn't give it to Rena, then walking the streets at night would be scary. No doubt, no doubt. I thought about giving it to Mion, but it just didn't feel right. You know it. I sometimes wonder why I wasn't born a boy. It's better that you're a girl. Even if you were a boy, I would have killed you already. You kill me while you still can. Don't, Kei-chan, you might not live to regret it. Mion laughed after saying such an ominous line. Everybody laughed heartily along with her. It didn't feel right reading that first line. Together, the two of us would start taking over the country as a warm-up. Yeah, Chan, if you don't get going soon, shop owner told her meekly. The lot of us looked like we were having a lot of fun, so it must have been hard to put a wet blanket on things. Later then. Today was really fun. I'll see you later, guys. Tomorrow at school. Don't be late for work. Everybody waved their hands and watched as Mion left. Before I knew it, the sun was already setting, and the breeze carried a hint of chill. Should we play for a bit more in town? Or should we go home? The road gets scary when it's dark. Then I guess it's time to leave. We certainly caused a ruckus today. We sure did. Okay. Let's head home. The wind blew gently as if to cool down those of us flushed with enthusiasm. The road back to Henry's was long, but I didn't really mind. Oh, that's right. Rena-san, you achieved an overwhelming victory, didn't you? When Rena gets like that, I'm sorry to say it, but there's no winning against her. It was because the cars were so cute. See? I bought them. Haha. Rika was the same as usual. When it comes to boys, it's like taking candy from a baby. It was an easy win. How much was calculated and how much was natural? I get scared to think about how Rika will turn out in the future. Satoko-chan was amazing too. The way it ended was really exciting. Keiichi, you also showed your fangs at the end there. Hmm? Well, I guess. I'm the type of guy who's the strongest when he's cornered. Tomotan and the others seem to be cheering you on really hard. What was that about? You made some sort of promise with Tomotan Okamura. It's probably a secret. A secret? A secret? I wonder what it is. I wonder. Sorry, my voice is cracking a little bit. Sometimes for a man, there are times where we can only understand each other by one another by fighting. This is like really dated stuff. Desperately laughing, I frantically tried to avoid the subject. Yeah, pretty dated. After that, everybody continued to praise each other for how they defeated their opponents, and reflected on how fun today was. Everybody look! The sunset is beautiful! Satoko, getting even more excited, pointed. Waiting where her finger indicated was an immense sunset, casting even longer shadows on our bikes. Of us on our bikes. The cries of the Higurashi were gentle and comforting. Woo! Alright. Go ahead and check out the new tips and let's see. Yep, sorry. I suddenly got called into a part-time job at my uncle's shop today. What's that? No club today then? Well, I'm sorry. Mian put her hands together in an apology and grinned. If you really want to do club today, then you can always do it without this old man. The club locker is stuffed full with games. You can pick whatever. The club walker was a trans-dimensional space in which we unfold games whenever we met for club activities. I wonder how many freaking games could be stored in the locker. It was even smaller than the one with the cleaning supplies in it. So besides those games, there was also a cornucopia of suspicious-looking objects, costumes, replenishment games. We lined them all up on the floor in order to sort them. It would definitely fill the entire classroom. Nah, we shouldn't. I get the feeling that if I mess around that locker, everything inside will come tumbling down on me. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe amateurs shouldn't meddle with this. Mion gave me a hearty laugh, implying that the only one who could do so was the club president. Me? The teacher's looking for the key to this gym storehouse. Do you have any idea where it could be? Eh? Did I not return it to the teacher's lounge? Mion said, feeling around about in her pockets. Judging by her expression, she must have planned on returning it, but it's still in her pocket. I knew you had it, Mion-san. I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that you simply must have been the one who had it. I was right, too. Satoko and I were both right. Giggling, Satoko and Rika-chan clapped their hands together in celebration. You're annoying. Slam, clap. Mion elbowed Satoko and Rika-chan in their heads, then headed for the teacher's lounge. Oh, right. Have you two heard? Mion has a part-time job, and that's why she's not coming to the club. Oh, is that so? That's so very droll of her. The two of them made disappointed faces. Whatever anyone said, Mion's club was always the number one thing I looked forward to when going to school. It wasn't hard to agree with their melancholy expressions after hearing it wouldn't be happening today. So Mion's got a part-time job. I wonder what she's doing anyway. Whenever Mion canceled club, it was usually because of her job. However, it didn't seem like she went there every day. She would go 2 or 3 days in a row, then not go at all for a while. Sounded pretty damn random part-time job. She isn't working in any one shop or anything. She isn't? Then does that mean she's a day laborer? Mian wearing socks and a helmet, sweating to death in a factory. Couldn't imagine such a thing. Mian-san helps her uncles out whenever their employees go on vacations. She's like a handyman. Ah, I get it. Now that you mention it, her having job at her uncle's place. I think I've heard about that before. She has a lot of uncles who run her shop, so Mia's in very high demand. She has a lot of uncles who run shops? A lot of them? Oh, you are unaware, Kate-san? There are many relatives of Mian-san's in Okonomiya who run their own stores. Huh. I didn't know that. Big family. So they're all different kinds? Yes. There's a bakery, a produce market, a ramen shop, and many others besides. That toy store we went to for a club the other day is one of them. I was dumbfounded. That's amazing. Is Mian's family blessed with some kind of crazy business sense? They run so many different things, it's kind of amazing. There are others like loan sharks, a lane shark, strip club, brothel. Rika! How do you know about brothels? At your age? What I'm saying is they do lots of things. Okay, a couple of weird things came up that time, but still. I could tell it was pretty extensive. So, the reason she's so fussy about returning money she lent you is because the blood of loan sharks runs through her veins, huh? That explains that. Once I completely forgot to pay me back for money she gave me to go shopping. And she threatened me saying if I didn't return it all, she'd throw me in the red light district and that would be the end of me. Jeez! Rika-chan being slowed in... Ah, crap. What is wrong with this kid? Dying by being thrown on the ground must be the silliest form of death I've ever heard of. Huh? She doesn't really get it, does she? Recently she seems so unspoiled. Rika-chan and I gave her a pat on the head. Why are you petting me? We're petting you because you're a good girl, Satoko. Satoko was lost in confusion. She seems to understand that she was being made fun of. Yeah, that's some crazy shit. Alright, let's save. And I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, so thank you for joining and thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if y'all want to, and I'll see you next time.